How do you master service in your business, and why is that so important?
Everyone sells every product imaginable, but the difference between product A and product B usually is the service that goes with it. So in the flower business, it was very important to understand the difference between a customer and a transaction. You see, a customer has a value that you would find in a report. A transaction is looking you right in the face. Sometimes common sense prevails. If a customer walks up to you and has a problem with the situation, for the flower industry, let's just say it's roses. They didn't develop like they expected. So now the customer's upset. What are you going to do about that? If I gave you a budget, let's just say $100 to fix a situation, and then the fix is going to be $120, I don't want you to come to me and ask me, well, I'm over my budget. Can I give them $120? What business has forgotten today is it's a real person on the other end of that email, chat, or whatever you're doing. When you come face to face, usually people are so nice because they're now accountable. They're a real person behind that content. It's not about what you're allowed to give back or not give back. You compensate people based on the transaction that you're dealing with.
Gotcha.
So you don't want to just have to figure out how much it is, what can I give, what can I not. It's all about the personal interaction with the customer. You're speaking on behalf of the company. So when you can just be yourself and give to people, they're going to say, geez, that guy was terrific. Well, you know what? That guy is the same as every guy in my company because that was the Beneva brand. The Ritz Carlton is very good at this. And you know who else is good at this?
Yeah.
Wynn Hotels. He used to own the Mirage. Back in the day, he went out on the line and made a deal and put that all together. Guys, amazing. I just started recently following him, and I just can't get over how spot on he is and how I think. We're just in two different fields playing the same game. So he was dealing with hotels and the hospitality industry. So his idea was, if a customer's not happy with something, fix it.
So tell me about that girl, Jeanette. You had an interaction at Beneva Flowers.
She was having a problem with a customer, and she knew what she was going into. The customer said the flowers didn't get delivered where they were going. What should I do? Should I give them $5, 10%? What should I give them? The worst question you can ask me.
Why is that?
Because I don't know what the customer wants. Maybe the customer doesn't want anything. Ask the customer. See what it is that's triggered them. And then resolve it. Resolve it based on the case. You see, to give $5 back on a transaction that might have been $100 is insulting. If a customer is a $500 average order customer, you give them maybe a new arrangement. Maybe you give them a special credit. And do something that speaks to the value of the transaction, not of the customer. Exceed the expectation so he walks away feeling like they really listened to me. Not that I won, not that they lost. They heard me. People want to be heard. And by you giving them eye contact, by you speaking to them, responding to their thoughts, not about what you want them to listen to, then they know that you really do care about them. And people do business with people they trust and people that care about them. It's all about the customer. It's not about us. We are fortunate to have them in our establishment to give us a chance to do what we do best. And in his business, it's hospitality. In my business, it was serving flowers.
So what happens when somebody brings in dead flowers? Can you tell me that story again?
I mean, think about what they go through. It's just, again, empathy, right? You got to think about them.
What do you mean?
So when somebody brings in a dozen roses, I'll never forget the day a lady brought in a dozen roses. And this doesn't just apply to one person and 1 dozen roses. If we have to fix the problem and they now need to bring those flowers back, we would signal to a delivery to our dispatcher to make a driver be ready to bring those flowers back. So after I resolve it and the customer says, okay, geez, that's pretty. Thank you very much. My problem is solved. I appreciate it. That's not the time to say thank you, goodbye. That's the time to exceed expectations.
How would that be?
Well, I ask her, how are you doing with your task or your chores today? You're going to be going back home? You're going to be out? Where do you live nearby? Whatever they tell me, I have to make another stop or two. Do you think you'd be home about another hour, 2 hours? Well, yeah, why? What's up? I like to have these flowers delivered to your home so you can enjoy them in their beauty and not have to worry about taking them home in your car.
Wow, that's thoughtful.
That's the main thing, to be thoughtful, to be empathetic to the customer.
When you say empower employees, tell me in more detail what that would look like.
Never put a dollar amount on it. And I know we talked about this before, but the Ritz Carlton might give you a $1,500 allowance to fix any problem at any time. Oh, that sounds terrific, but that's just That's a PR move right there. So people realize that they have some money to work with, that there's a problem, that they're going to fix it for them. Most of the people will appreciate that. But I don't know what Steve Wynn does in Las Vegas. I know he takes care of the person based in the part of the business that they're in. If it's at the crap table, they got a bad roll, the number wasn't right, or something didn't get paid properly, give them another roll, give them another chip. He would say it's just paper, it's a chip. We have to think about our business like that. It's a dozen roses. Yes, it's valuable, but is it worth the lifetime value of a customer? If I exceed their expectations, they're going to come back. So the key in my business and in every company, always exceed the expectations. Yes, it's okay. Yes, it's all right. Thank you very much. Isn't enough. What's going to make them remember you? The universal solution to all business problems is always service. It'll make and break every opportunity that's in front of you.